I'm coming in for a little bit later check today. I think it's check 5 or so. I've not been doing very well. Say the rain just pulled out and I'm over here to check the sets and change some stuff around. Maybe it ain't flooded. We'll see. This is why I've been waiting till later in the morning to come in to check. Paddling into a decoy spread and trying not to mess up the duck hunters. So we're gonna go over here and take a look. I've done no activity on that snare. I've already pulled the muskrat sets and I'm gonna put them down here where I'm finding all the muskrat poop on the logs. And I have searched the internet and have formulated a muskrat lure that I'm gonna put up here on these logs and use these 110s and 120s and bolt them to the log. So they try to come up past them to get to the bait. Hopefully they'll go through them. But when I get down there that far, I'll take a look at how I'm going to set up all these 110s and 120s. Checking the sets as I get there. Nothing on this fish set. I'll move on down. I just jumped about 4 deer. They took off running. So they was bedded up out in this tall grass. I'll keep moving. Nothing in that snare set. Keep moving. Let's look at the eye appeal on this place now. I had to release a non-target feral, and it was a rodeo. Got him pinned down with a boat paddle and a walking stick, and got him out of the dirt hole. That's just part of it. He was fairly friendly until you tried to touch the trap, then he became grumpy. So it was a shepherd mix, big feral release, not intended, and they shouldn't be out, not on these creek banks, not in hunting season, not in trapping season. People need to keep their dogs up. That's all I can say. But yeah, it happens. Hate it, but it's part of it. I'm gonna keep moving down. I got no action on that snare, but it's still sitting there ready to go, ready to roll when they use that slide again. No luck on this snare. This one's been knocked down a time or two, but hopefully this higher water get everything moving tonight. Whew. Well, I had an ugly miss. The ferals had been down here too and dug up my set, so I splashed water in it, dug out new fresh sand, scattered it all over the place for eye appeal, relured, rebaited, rebedded, and hopefully the ferals won't come back, because I caught that one and don't want another one, because I have a cat and a red fox using this sandbar. So we'll see how that works out. Well, the pocket set made a catch. I do have a raccoon, but not the intended victim of the trapping session, but hey, I'll take it. It's been slow. Get the boy raccoon. Trap off of him, get the set remade. A remake on the pocket. A piece of fish thrown back in the back of the hole. And got the 1.5 bedded right back in the hole, trying to catch a mink. And yeah, just got the raccoon. Move on down. I still want something to find these crayfish sets, and that is the ditch run. It runs right up through there. You can tell where everything's going. Right there. On the bottom is that crawfish, or crawdad, or whatever you want to call it. And hoping that'll pick up a mink or an otter. And I say it's 8-9 inches of water. The water's fairly clear. But you can see the crawfish on the bottom You can see little pinchers just waving. Hoping something sees that. I'll move down and look at the other set. I'm pulling one of my crawfish sets. I'm going to take the crawdad off of it. I have a crossover right here. And from the aerial map, or Google Earth, this little crossover leads to some kind of pond for discharge water at the sawmill. It's a pretty good sized little pond. But I am going to bid at 1.5 right here on this little crossover tonight. See if it does any good. There's been quite a few tracks used it, and the high water's got everything moving. So that's going to be where I bid this 1.5 on this crossover. I'll take a look at it when I get it done. I have put in at 1.5 right there. Wolf thing get out here in deep water and hard bottom. And I was hoping to clear off you could see it. It's right there. Right on that crossover. And keep moving down. Got this crazy idea to set all these little logs down through here. I mean, you find muskrat poo all over the logs. Take these 120s, bolt it to the logs, and put in some lure up here, so when they come up here on the logs or smell it, they'll come up here on the logs. Try to go to that lure and hit it. So we'll take a look at that set when I get it put in. This is what I've done. I mean, you got these logs. Muskrats are coming out and pooping all over them anyway. This is the lure I just formulated to put up here for muskrats. Took a connie bracket, screwed it to the log, and just mounted a 120 right on the log. So when they come up here checking out that lure, running up that log, hopefully they go right through that 120. And then it's like I say, it's screwed to the log, so they'll bail off the log and be out here. I want to set all these little places I can find just like that. And the lure I formulated, I took some kind of really powerful cherry oil and mixed it with some Crest toothpaste for the mint. And I'm going to try this. It's just crazy enough to work. We'll move on down, find some more logs just like this. As I get them set, we'll take a look at them. Muskrat set number 2 on the log. Screwed to it. And that white spot just past it is a little bit of a muskrat lure. I'm going to set all these little logs. This next one right below me has got a lot of muskrat poop on it. And I'm just going to go down there here doing this until I'm out of traps. But I've seen 2 or 3 muskrats swimming in the creek during daylight hours. So they're not up at the head end of the creek. They're up here, way up this creek from all those runs. Something's got them spooked out of there and moved up here. But hopefully they'll get a smell of that lure and come up these logs. That should work. Finding all these muskrat poop piles on these logs. And I'm gonna put another 120 right there. Bait it up. They're gonna come up this log and check it out. But I'm gonna put the 120 right here. I'm gonna try this one out. There's a 120 on the connie bracket on top of that log where they're already pooping. So, and I did put a little lure up here above it, so it should get them to come past it. Hopefully. I'm gonna set all these logs. I'm setting this one. I had quite a bit of muskrat poop up along this log, and I have smeared my muskrat lure up here to get them to come up this log and right through that 120. I've got it screwed to it and screwed to the connie bracket. Some of these should produce. I mean, this cherry / mint lure I just come up with this morning before I came here is some strong stuff. We'll see how these work. I'm gonna set every log I can find. I'm just a one boy raccoon for today. It's better than nothing. It's got a really good color to it. So I wanna get it dried out this evening. Get it skinned. But I'm pretty happy with the little muskrat sets I got put in today. Hopefully they'll work. And some of that strange stuff I've not seen very many people doing. So the lure I come up with is a cherry oil mixed with a mint toothpaste. Smells very, very strong. So I'm gonna try that. See if we catch any muskrats tonight. See you tomorrow.